The primary idea behind any innovation or a business idea is to make people's life easier. And I have one man with me who is here going to have a conversation with me about how he came up with an innovation which is going to make people's life far, far, far better, convenient and easier. I have with me on Executive Lens Mr. Bassam Al Ibrahim, co-founder and chief operating officer at Pay Later. Welcome, sir.
Welcome.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. Yourself?
You have a contagious energy. Has anyone told you that?
No, first time. I think the feeling of being contagious is being around you. You also have it. So we share the back and forth.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And it's something that I've been long time coming. Finally, we're having this sit down. Finally.
It's been some time.
It's been some time back and forth.
Yes. But you know, they say things only happen at the right time. Timing is important.
Absolutely. 100%. Just like with Pay Later.
True.
The right timing is how we created this amazing business.
So let's focus on this particular portion of timing. As you said, it happens on the right time. I believe in a fact that you should be the right person at the right place at the right time.
Yes.
How has this notion
come together
for you?
With the specific to everything in life or just Pay Later? Let's talk about Pay Later.
Yes.
I think it's right place, right time, having the right people around you.
Okay.
And there's something else that needs to be added, and a lot of people may not agree with me, but luck.
True.
You know, luck plays a massive role of being at the right place at the right time. It was a random Tuesday of how this Pay Later idea came into play. One of the co-founders contacted me and said, you know, this is one of really good friends contacted me and said, somebody we all know, Khalifa, contacted me and said, Bassam, I have this business idea. You know, we've been trying to do business together for many years. I know him for many years. How about you come with me on this great business?
Okay.
And he started explaining to me what Pay Later as a concept was.
Okay.
I already knew about it. It's not new as a business model. And I said, yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. You know, this is something that Qatar needs, Qatar wants. There will be a lot of customers that will definitely get into it. And it was, you know, in the GCC and in the Middle East, these markets are ripe for this type of businesses.
True.
You know, they may be stagnant or oversaturated in the Europe and the United States, but for the Middle East and the GCC, they are the right time to just growth, just pure growth.
Beautiful. Yeah? You mentioned that having the right people is very important. Luck is also important.
Absolutely.
So a lot of people are coming to accept the fact that having a solid team or a team with contagious energy is very important for growth.
Yes.
So how do you put it across your team to have that attitude, that vigor of growth?
I think you said it when we first sat down. Based on the vibe, the contagious vibe is very important.
Okay.
From my own personal experience, I have a lot of background experiences being in a leadership role, executive management role, in which I've realized over ups and downs, lots of trials and tribulations, falling, getting back up again, the people that help you get up are your team. If your team are not strong, they're not powerful, they're not behind you, and they understand the vision and the mission that you want to deliver, and they really truly believe in it, it won't be a success. You can have a great leader, but a bad team, very hard to succeed. You can have a very good leader, a very bad leader, and a great team, doesn't work. They need to work together. So you can have a very good leader and a very great team, and this is where you create great successful business stories.
Beautiful.
And this is the reason why when we joined together as one team with the co-founders and the current team that we have now, the vibe and the feeling in the office, at the end of the day, you know, you guys work here at the station, you're here 8, 9, 10 hours a day. This is like home.
True.
You're spending most of your time here.
True.
So you need to feel like, you know, you're amongst family and friends. Yes. I don't want to use family so much because it's overutilized in the corporate environment. I don't like to use it so much. I think it's a place where you feel safe, comfortable. The people around you don't judge you. They work with you to try to find solutions to the problem. Exactly. And I think that's how it works at Pay Later. And it's very, very important that we consider down this vibe. And the people that we hire, it's all about not necessarily related to your experience. You need to have the right vibe that we have, because I can educate you, I can train you, I can develop you to become the Pay Later expert or the tech expert or whatever it is. But if you don't have that right vibe, that right mindset, it doesn't work.
Beautiful. In your first answer, you mentioned that the idea of Pay Later came on a random Tuesday. And I don't know if it's a coincidence or not. Today is a Tuesday.
I think it just came natural. I don't know if it was it came. I think it's the vibe that you
It's
gave
the
me.
vibes.
Yeah,
the vibes.
exactly.
Beautiful, beautiful,
I
beautiful.
always remember Tuesday now.
Tuesday is a special
It's very
day.
special for me now.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, if you have to explain the concept of pay later
Yeah.
to a 5-year-old kid or a grandmother,
Yes, yes.
how will you do it?
I try to explain it to my daughter,
Okay.
and as much as possible, me and my wife try to explain to her as much as possible. So it's a product that allows you to purchase what you want and what you need, split over 3 payments
Okay.
with no interest fees, no charges whatsoever.
Okay.
It's straight and simple as that. And that's the reason we want people to understand it in this way, because the more simpler the product is, the more you'll use it and the more you'll enjoy using it. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, we talked about how simple the concept of pay later is.
Yes.
But working in a creative field, we understand one important fact that coming to a simple conclusion takes a lot of effort.
Oh yes, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
how was that journey?
Oh, you're taking me back now. Lots of ups and downs. I don't want to take this off, otherwise you'll see all the hair I pulled out, trying to come up with the right solution.
Okay.
Again, we worked as a team.
Yes.
All right. And coming up with the right platform, or at least the right product that we want to give to the end customer, was already a journey in itself. Because at the end of the day, if you ask me for a specific product, I can give you anything and just say, here, use it. Okay, you either accept it or you don't, that's your problem. But that's not the way we work at Pay Later. We want to find the easiness of using the product. So there was a lot of things where we had a huge wish list of things we wanted to give you as a user, right? We're going to give you this, we're going to give you this product, we're going to give you this, we're going to give you this. Oh, great, yeah, I love it, all these ideas. And then we thought, wait, hold on a second. You and I might understand what this product does and works. There's a lot of people out there that don't even know the basic concept of what Buy Now, Pay Later is.
True.
So I need to really dumb it down. I need to give them just the basics, just really give them the straightforward requirement of, I go into a shop, I want to buy something, tap, and you walk out. And I think that was the end conclusion for us, that sort of like trigger that said, okay, no, let's really simplify it. And then once the customer uses this, like they use Apple Pay and any other service, then it becomes something easier for them to use. Then we can add the additional products onto that.
Once it becomes a habit.
Absolutely. And they'll find the other products much easier to use as well. That's very important for us.
Now I want to know the working behind Pay Later. Like, how does it work? For example, if I'm buying something and if I'm tapping, okay, I'm using Pay Later, what goes in the back end? If you could simplify it in...
We have a lot of genies that work in the background. Okay, a lot of genies. In a very simplest form, without going into the biggest headache. So you're a customer, you want to buy the service. You want to obtain the service, right? First of all, whether you're an Android user or an Apple user, you just go down, download the product. And this is also part of our requirement. Once we created what we call workflows of how the customer uses the product, right? Was that if the product walked into a shop, he's not a Pay Later user, but he goes, oh, what is this nice Pay Later application that's available for me here? I want to use it, okay? He needs to be able to use it right there and then, okay? And I don't want him to wait. I don't want him to take forever to be able to use this application. Okay. So simply walk in, you download it within seconds. Once you've downloaded it, you do a eKYC, which is sort of a know your customer.
Know your customer.
I know who you are. Take a quick selfie, check, and then you put in your details. And what we do in the back end is we check, your credit facility, what kind of credit you have. Yeah. This is all done in the background. Plus the application itself and the back-end platform that we have has our own integrated, IP related to Pay Later credit mechanism. Okay. So we know exactly, so the credit bureau says that you should get this. We go, no, because you're a good user, I think we're going to give you a little bit more. Okay. We give you a little bit more credit to be able to use.
So it has a personalized feature also.
Absolutely. And we've integrated other applications into it related to AI that will be able to say, well, for you specifically, I will, for this specific product, I will give you a little bit more credit than another specific product. And that's very important for us because it becomes very niche product, specific to you, right? Yeah. It's tailored to you. That's very important. That's very important.
Beautiful. Yeah. And I was about to ask a question. What is one feature that Pay Later has that will make you feel this will change everything? I think
there are many. I mean, I know we consider these basic products. Okay. I mean, there are many features that we would say this is the ultimate product that we all need. But I'd rather keep those for the next for the next
Next
updates.
yes, tech days. True,
So that
true.
people feel that they're new products, and the products come out because of the user usage, right?
Okay.
There's something specific that the user is constantly asking for, and we always get feedback from our users, which is very grateful. We thank them for that. They're telling us we need something specific, or they're used to something being used in another platform that they've used in another part of the world. We sort of adapt it to the local market, and we try to give it to everyone to be able to use. So there is a lot of products in our roadmap that we're launching, that we'll be launching very soon.
Beautiful. Yeah. So you talked about the local market. You mentioned the local market.
Yes.
So what makes the Qatari market special, especially for a product like Pay Later?
The nicest part about Qatar as a country is that everybody considers this to be their home. It is small in size, but very strong when it comes to buying power. So a lot of the customer base here have the capability to buy things in different GCC countries that might not be available. So other GCC countries may have mass as population, but the buying power is a lot smaller. Whereas here in Qatar, it's a lot higher. And we've noticed over the period of time with the data that we have that it constantly keeps increasing. As the customer base increases, people start to understand how they can use Pay Later and what they can benefit out of it from the service. It comes in twofolds, right? It doesn't just mean that I can use the service to buy everything, because that's not the intent of having this product. It's about you able to really look after your financial well-being. So I can go, okay, this month I really need a PC. Okay, I can afford it this month. I'm going to pay it over the next 3 or 4 months. I can manage my other payments and expenses also, and that's the most important part of Pay Later. This product is not there for you to go crazy and buy a Lamborghini. That's not the intent.
No.
The intent here is for me to help you buy what you want, what you really need. Is very important, and for me to make sure that your financial well-being is always on top of your mind.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Now, this question might be a bit difficult. So, whenever we are into the business, profit is an important aspect.
Yes.
People look for profit because that's what makes the business run.
Absolutely.
Okay. But what is one thing or one criteria that Pay Later will never do, even if it drives a huge profit? Like one moral compass that you have with which you define that, okay, this is the area that we will never go. Is there something like this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's the fact that 100% we will not charge the customer any fees, no interest fees, simply for the main reason that's not part of our ethical business model. It was never part of our ethical business model. And even when we submitted our requirements for the license to the central bank, it came upon us that we need to be Sharia compliant. So by default, Sharia compliant, you cannot charge any interest towards the customer. And we were like, we already had built this into our application, into our products. So we were like, fantastic, this is great. But the advantage of the fact is that we have already mentioned it multiple times. So even our customers, whenever they go to a specific merchant, they should not be charged with any additional fees. There should not be any interest on the product that they're buying. It's if you're buying something for 1,000 riyals, you're paying 1,000 riyals. That's it.
Beautiful. Nothing extra.
Nothing extra.
Beautiful.
Nothing
beautiful,
extra.
Beautiful. Yeah. Now let's come to a different aspect of this podcast.
Sure.
As a CEO, as a leader, I believe that restraint is also an important aspect.
Yes.
When to stop, the art of knowing when to stop, when to push.
Yes.
How have you implemented this notion in your leadership journey?
I think it happens in multiple aspects. You know, I mean, at Pay Later, being one of the co-founders and COO of the business, but also previously through my own, experiences of being a CEO in other countries, not necessarily even Qatar, but outside of Qatar, is that it's very important to know that if the information on hand that you have tells you one thing, but you have a gut instinct, and I trust my gut.
Okay.
So I've used it in multiple points where I've gone, and even it doesn't even need to be related to business. It could be related to an HR requirement or emotional with your employees. That gut feeling plays a very important part to how you feel. So information provides you with one aspect, the data provides you with one aspect, but your gut feeling tells you, no, you need to go the other way. Gut feeling usually trumps data for me. So will this allow, whatever decision I make, will it allow the customer to be happy? Will it improve customer experience? Or in my previous years of being a CEO, will this help my customers? Will this help my employee? Will he be happier? That to me is more important than gaining a real or a buck or whatever.
I think that's a beautiful thought process that you have.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I think you have already answered my next question.
Sorry.
Because I was about to ask, what decisions have you made, even if your gut was like, no, don't do it? Have you made any decision like that?
Most of the decisions I've made are based on, first of all, the data. You have to have, there needs to be some sort of baseline for you to make your decision, right? So based on that, but if the information is not really emotional because it's touching something specific related to customers, information can't tell you how a customer feels, what's the emotion of a customer. So if a gut feeling tells you this is not going to work, we don't do it.
So even if the data says to go?
And there are situations where the data told me, no, you need to go left. I've gone right. And it's worked out in my favor.
Wow.
And with experience, that comes with experience, of course. And with most of our businesses, we like to see ourselves as a purpose-based organization or a purpose-based business where the purpose of our business is to provide a really great customer experience to our customers. And the money will come. So if your intention is to make this product great for you to use, you're going to use it all the time. You're going to be able to use it whenever you want. And at ease, the rest will come with it.
It's a byproduct.
It's a byproduct. The money is a byproduct of you delivering a great product to the customer.
Beautiful. Yeah. Now, one question, I think this question can be rephrased into different forms.
Sure.
People say that leaders are born, not made. Some people say that leaders are made, not born. So my question to you is, are CEOs born or they are made?
No, they're built or they're made, for sure. Being a CEO is like a muscle. Being a great leader is like a muscle. You have to exercise it every day. You have to, and then sometimes when it's like going to the gym, you're going to get hurt, you're going to fix yourself, you got to get back up again. And I think it's that constant, trial and error to understand and to learn. Experience plays a major role in this. So it's very important that you really build that an experience onto whatever you're doing. And it's not just for being a CEO. It's for anything that you do in your job in life.
But to add on to it, I also believe that, quoting Mark Zuckerberg here, he said that you should give yourself the freedom to fail.
You have to.
Yeah, then only you will learn.
Absolutely.
So the next question is, see, we always see that history defines winners with their victories.
Yes.
But I believe that study their failures. It will teach you a lot more.
Absolutely.
One failure, or I wouldn't say failure, one obstacle that made you rethink your whole strategy or unlearn some habits that you already had?
From a business perspective, I think one of the things was probably related to the data versus gut.
Okay.
So that was, and that was for me a revelation, because you're at school, when you start your corporate career, you're always taught to learn that data is the master. Whatever data says, you follow.
You follow it.
Over a period of time, that doesn't necessarily work, and it doesn't necessarily really relate to reality on the ground. So physically being on the ground and being in wherever, the corporate environment that you're in, or your own private business, over time you start to realize that it's experience that teaches you the right way to go and what the customer actually needs. So that for me was one of the biggest, aha moments for me, eureka moments, to understand that, I need to trust my gut, trust myself, and trust the experience that I've gone through to understand that this is the right decision. I go right rather than go left.
Beautiful. I have a curious doubt here.
Please.
Trusting the gut decision is very important.
Yes.
But sometimes what happens is, sometimes your intellect disguises as an intuition.
I tell you, my gut has failed me more than once. I'm not going to lie to you. It has failed me more than once.
But the question that I'm trying to ask is, how do you differentiate between a proper gut feeling and intellect disguising as intuition?
Yes.
How do you do it?
Experience. Yeah, experience. It's really, and I'm telling you, it's not a 100% sure strategy.
No.
It doesn't necessarily work every single time. And that's the moment where you just said now, the Mark Zuckerberg, is you learn from your failures, because sometimes you follow your gut or you follow your intuition and it fails you. Yeah. So you go, what did I miss here? What did I get wrong? What really pushed me to do this rather than this? And then it also goes back to the point you mentioned earlier, which is a team. You have, being a leader doesn't necessarily mean you're a jack of all trades. You need to have experts below you that guide you in the right direction. And it's that gut feeling that tells you, even though that person that works with me, we don't necessarily gel, but what he's talking about is the right thing. What he's saying is the right thing. And I need to follow that direction because he's the expert here. I think I need to listen to him. So I've gone through multiple situations where, I argue with my tech team or I argue with my finance team, but they really justify to me that, this is the reason of what you do. Regardless of the data, this is what's going to happen based on what we've seen in the past. Go ahead.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So what's your take on having healthy disagreements at workplaces?
Very healthy. Very healthy. And actually, I initiate it. I push it. So I've gone through multiple situations. Khalifa is a prime example, who's my business partner. We've argued on multiple occasions where in front of team members, and I've done it even in my corporate career where I've argued multiple times with team members, like really shouting. And then 5 minutes later we walk out and I'll call them and go, oh, we're doing dinner tonight. We're going to meet up for dinner, because what happens in the meeting room or happens in the office stays in the office. Outside, we're colleagues, we're friends. And it needs to continue that way. And I've built a lot of great relationships with serious expertise of individuals around the world, simply because I've had that strategy for myself and how I work with people. So you fight it out in the meeting room, you walk out, it's like it never happened.
Yeah.
And we move on.
And I think it is an attitude that every professional should cultivate.
Absolutely.
Because whatever happens in the boardroom or the meeting room is because you are in a professional space and you are also trying to help yourself grow and the company
and
grow.
the business. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So disagreements should happen.
They have to. They have to happen. And for me, if everybody's agreeing, if there's a consensus of agreement,
something is wrong.
There's something wrong. So you have to sort of push it out, squeeze the levers on some of the departments to make sure they talk. We even have it in Pay Later. So there will always be some disagreement and there will always be some sort of discussion happening or friction, but we always find ways to come to common ground. So walk out and everything's back to normal. We're all friends again.
Beautiful. So now let's come to another aspect of this podcast, which is a bit more personal.
Absolutely.
What is your personal relationship with money? Are you a saver, spender, or a strategist? Like, how do you deal with money?
Strategist. For sure, strategist. It's about utilizing money as a tool. So I use it to better myself, better my future, my kids' future, family, and use it as a tool to allow me to create great businesses like Pay Later.
And if you could meet a younger version of you, for example, Bassam, who is 10 years old or 13 years old, what would you say to him?
I will slap him around. No, I wouldn't do that. No, I think one of the things I would say was to myself, to my younger self, and then this is like an honest, I'll say between us, so nobody hears.
Yes.
I would say things like, don't judge yourself too harshly. Go through failures, learn from them. There's, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And that should happen in everything you do. I mean, whether you're running a business, starting a startup. I give you a prime example. 4 or 5 years ago, I think maybe more than that, my memory is not very good lately. I decided to run a marathon, half marathon actually. And I was like, people were telling me, are you crazy running a marathon? It requires a lot of work, blah, blah, blah. It's about consistency and commitment. It's about saying, if I want to do this,
I will do it.
You have to do it. It's a task that it's on and it nags you. It's in the back of your head. I have to do it. And I kept on training for almost 4 or 5 months, daily exercise, daily running. And the day of the marathon, it felt like it was just another Tuesday. I'm going for a run on a Tuesday. And it felt very normal because it was very natural for you. So you have to build yourself to say that if I'm doing another task or another doing a startup, it has to be something that comes innate from you and natural from you, and you don't get disappointed if there's any failures or you're not succeeding. I mean, with Pay Later, with one of my partners there, Khalifa as an example, we've had multiple ideas where we wanted to establish businesses. They weren't successful. If we stopped at the first one, we wouldn't have Pay Later now.
True.
So we always kept on pushing to persistence to say, let me try this. If it doesn't work, no problem. At least I learned from it.
Nothing else.
Exactly. At least I learned from the journey.
True. One habit that you would love to steal from another entrepreneur and one habit that you will allow other entrepreneurs to steal from you.
Okay. Habit.
Or a treat.
A habit or a trait from somebody I would like to learn from. I think great CEOs, and I know a lot of great CEOs, they have a rigorous schedule.
Okay.
All right. Of this, I'm sure you've seen it online, and some of them are actually, I've seen them do it. They do this 5 a.m. startup. That's not me. Sorry, that's not me. I'm going to be very honest to all the viewers and the listeners and to yourself. That's not me. For me, it's about the disconnection sometimes.
Okay.
Because my brain works, it's 24/7.
Okay.
So if I'm doing something about pay later, it'll be in the back of my mind. And my wife has noticed this from me when I'm talking to my baby girl, and she asks me questions, and I phase away. I'm thinking about something pay later related, and
Yes.
Sam, are you with us? Yeah, come back. So it's this constant I'm thinking about things in the background is something that I always have. So I need to disconnect, the detox point where I disconnect, and I have something that I'm sure you've maybe read the book Atomic Habits.
Yes.
So I have an atomic habit, which is either I come back from work and it's, again, this is between us, is I like to just get on a PlayStation, play some games, or FIFA, whatever. It could be, some sort of shooting game, football, anything.
Okay.
Or I play, again, nobody should know about this, I play Bluey with my daughter because she loves it. As long as I can disconnect from the issues around, that's the most important thing for me. And that gives me sort of like a half an hour where it's an atomic habit for me. Whether I'm having a bad day or a good day, as long as I can come home, either play with my little girl the games, or I play by myself, or I go to the gym where I can disconnect. It's that 20 minutes, half an hour, or an hour of disconnection from all this messiness in your head, and you start coming out from either playing your games or from the gym with sort of concrete tasks of, hold on, I don't need to do this, I need to do 1, 2, 5, and 8. Okay. The others don't really matter. I think these are the most important things. And I come out with tasks, and a lot of my team will know when I'm at the gym or when I'm relaxing, because as soon as I'm done, the WhatsApp goes crazy. Do this, do this, look after this, book me this, do that. So they'll know that, Bassam has just finished the gym now, or he's done this, he's done that.
Beautiful. So you need that time to disconnect yourself.
Absolutely. You need it.
Okay.
It just needs to be a complete disconnection from everything. And you have it as a habit because it allows you to completely remove yourself from this constant struggle of thinking about, how do I resolve problem number 1? How do I resolve problem number 2? Because the more problems you have, or the more issues that you're trying to resolve, your brain becomes fuzzy and muddy. It doesn't work. So you need to, it's like a muscle, like I was talking about before. You need to relax it, give it some downtime, and then kick it back up again.
So I think this is how you differentiate between signal and noise.
Yes, absolutely.
So disconnection helps you give that space.
Absolutely. Because that noise in my head is
I can understand.
You don't want to hear it. It's a lot.
I think we relate on a lot of levels. I am also a huge disconnection fan. Like, I love to disconnect.
You need it.
Yeah, I believe that if I'm in the zone, I will work for hours and hours and hours.
Absolutely.
But I need that window to disconnect, to recharge myself.
You need it. it. It's like a muscle. You have to relax it a little bit and then come back. Otherwise, you'll just strain it and strain it out.
Beautiful. So before we wind up this podcast.
No, a little bit longer. It's exciting. This is fun.
I would love to.
Thank you very much.
I would love to elongate
We just started. It feels like we just started.
Exactly.
Please, go ahead.
I think for another day, for episode 2.
Absolutely. You're right. Absolutely.
I would love to host you once again.
Thank you very much.
But before we wind up, one message that you have for young entrepreneurs who are listening to us, who are watching us, something that you would like to address.
Young entrepreneur, whoever you may be, whatever business idea you have, you should definitely try it, go for it. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not possible. So many people told us, I talk about pay later, so many people told me pay later is, what are you, crazy? You're going to, this is a business, it's a failed business, you're going to go into debt, you're going to have a lot of problems, blah, blah, blah. If you don't try it, you'll never know.
True.
And I don't want to have this interview in the next 10 or 15 years and be disappointed at the fact that I never had the opportunity to say, I tried it, I did it, and if I failed, I learned from the journey itself. So don't let anybody kick you down, tell you that it's not possible. If you really want to do it, you do it, and you give it your all. You can't be half doing something, you have to do it all the way. So make sure that you go all the way. And I wish everybody and every entrepreneur the greatest success.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank
Mr.
you very
Russell.
much. Thank
I had
you.
a great time with you.
My
Indeed.
pleasure. It's my
Yeah.
pleasure.
An insightful conversation.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
know, this is what I love about this whole job, this profile, that you get to learn a lot.
Definitely.
And most of the people have this misconception that a radio jockey talks. No, a radio jockey listens.
You also listen. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think
Yeah.
most of the time you're listening rather than talking.
Yes.
Listen to us.
And then I
Use
go and
it.
talk on radio.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much once again.
My pleasure. Thank
And
you so
all
much for
the
having
best.
me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a good day.